BYU offense led by junior quarterback Ty Detmer. The running backs Tui Pelotu and Matt Bellini. The wideouts Brent Nyberg and Andy Boyce. The tight end Chris Smith. Robert Stevens centers the offensive line. The guards Jim Baumforth and Brian May. Outstanding tackles. Coach Edwards says both Fort and Kime could be pros. Second at a short 6, a long 5, if you will. Detmer complete. Brent Nyberg stopped very
down here in short.
Third and less than a yard. Indeed, they do throw. And it's caught for a first down. Matt Bellini of Texas in Austin. Second and 10. Detmer again going deep. This time it's caught for a first down. Second down, nearly 8. Detmer to Bellini in the flat. Makes the move to get away from Midget and picks up the first down. 99 career receptions. He's BYU's all-time leader in that category. Detmer, man wide open. Tui Pelotu out of bounds inside the 5 for 6 for 34 yards. That's a backward pass, bobbled by Tui Pelotu, but he held on to it. They'll mark him up. Low line drive kick is good. Delay and a big gainer on the ground, close to a first down. Goes Mike Sol. First down, as the first down play picked up 10. Detmer, a nice job avoiding the rush, and there he goes. Another first down into Wyoming territory at the 45-yard line. On first and 10, the screen. And Solito thrown for a loss back at midfield. Down and 15. BYU leads 3-0 midway through the first quarter. Detmer so poised, gives it to Solito. He's short of a first down at the 40. A record streak of 20 consecutive games with 300 yards or more passing. And he's on target to Chris Smith. Short pass caught by Bellini. He appears to have the first down. 263 receptions. Tui Pelotu burst through the middle.
4 for David Klinger, 26 for Ty Detmer out of a normal two-back pass offense.
Play action pass on first down. Detmer avoids the sack and completes the pass to the 30. Here's an interception. Derwin Gray for BYU. Still on his feet down the sideline. They're going to mark him out of bounds. 3-yard line of Wyoming. With 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Detmer wants it all on the first play. Chris Smith. Touchdown.
Holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Play action pass on second and 20. Wide open. Matt Zundel, the backup tight end, has a first down. Third down and goal. Detmer dumps it off. Solito hit and stopped short of the goal line. That took a big pop. Ooh, now they'll give him a touchdown. After several seconds of deliberation, touchdown signaled by the officials. For Ty Detmer and the Cougars with 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
It was a good 2 foot short.
Just underway. First possession of this period for BYU. On the ground with Solito. Again, they fool the Wyoming defense from the 17-yard line. It's 17-0 Cougars. Solito breaks a couple of tackles and picks up the first down. He's out to the 26.
On the defense.
First and 10. All day for Detmer. Andy Boyce open. Breaks a tackle. He has the first down and more. He runs out of bounds.
Brought the extra defensive backs in.
Fake the toss. Karantis in trouble. And down. Back at the 8-yard line.
Go.
He's from Pinedale, Wyoming. A small town up near Jackson Hole. First down and more. Chris Smith into the secondary, into Cowboy territory, and he rumbles down to the 26. Age 24. Play action, blitz coming. Detmer, man wide open, touchdown. Andy Boyce wide open for the touchdown.
Fake to the back. Here's Ty Detmer. Here's the fake. Watch Wyoming. Mitch Donahoe and all the defensive people go with the fake. Now you got a three-level route. You got a deep router in Andy Boyce. You got the medium route, Mark Bellini, and you got Chris Smith in the flat. Wide open.
Just inside their own 25. Going for Boyce. Has the first down at the 40. 5-yard walk-off makes it 2nd and 15. Boyce, the catch at the 49 of Wyoming. He has set the NCAA record for most consecutive games passing for 200 yards or more. Now 23, the old record 22, shared by Steve Young and Ty Detmer. 4-14 BYU, but moments ago it was 24-0. Quick hitter to Boyce. He's short of Detmer, down to 2 seconds to get the play off as it was snapped. Going for the far sideline, caught by Boyce. If the play stands, it'll be a first down, but there is a four-man rush picked up. Detmer caught. Matsuzaki into Cowboy territory and down at the 44. It's a cliche, but that aptly describes that play. Plenty of running room. This well could be a touchdown for Salito if he can outrace Bowker, but he could not. Brian Bowker, the safety, came a long way to score earlier, but will give it a touchdown. Over the top, touchdown, Stacy Corley.
Defense in for BYU.
On 3rd and 10, goodbye. Carrancis down in the arms of Mark Smith, who's having a huge half for BYU. More yardage after the catch for Brent Nyberg. He's all the way up. On 3rd and 5, Detmer complete. First down, Andy Boyce down at the 35-yard line. 3rd down, 10. Detmer caught. Close to a first down, it appeared. 3rd and 2. Carrancis tripped up behind the line of scrimmage.
Wyoming thought they were going to throw, and they threw the ball when they thought they were going to run.
Excellent field position to start the second half. Chris Smith won't go down. Lost now over 300 yards passing. His 21st consecutive game with 300 yards or more through the year. Adding to his own NCAA record. He'll add more here. Tui Pelotu down to the 35 of first on his first possession of the second half. 12.5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a 17-point Cougar lead. Good balance by Tui Pelotu. 2nd and 11. Detmer again with plenty of time. Flag down. Pass complete. Another flag flies. Nyberg the catch.
Yardage. You like to put the offense in this kind of situation, but he's been really effective.
Quick hitter to Smith. Bowling for an extra yard or two before transferring to BYU. Smith's older brother Ken was a nose guard for the Cougars. Detmer guns it. Caught. They can pick up a first down inside the 1. Detmer. Oh, is he open? Oh! Tui Pelotu didn't have a Wyoming defender within 20 yards.
You must have jinxed him by saying they never dropped the football.
I think Roger French's expression said it all.
I think impressive point is Ty Detmer's always moving his head. This is look at it, it's wide open. And Ty Detmer has a view of a quarterback.
Open. Detmer again given plenty of time by this terrific offensive line. Now he's running out of the bit. He lost the football as Donahue sacked him. Pile up inside the 15. Wyoming ball. As do the Rams of Colorado State, but their shot is a long shot. Detmer wide open. Smith into the secondary into Wyoming territory and taken down by Buck.
Attacking and pass rushing because he moves around so much.
Salito takes the inside handoff and slips down at the 4. And I know you agree with that, Mike. Detmer on 3rd down and 4. Complete to Smith. And Bowker makes the tackle. 9,565 yards. He has moved past Jim McMahon on the Cougars' all-time passing list. He's also moved into 6th place on the NCAA's all-time passing yardage list. That is illustrious company indeed. NCAA history. Some movement before the snap. Flags down. Stacy Corley, the ball carrier, on 1st and 10. If the play stands, he has another BYU first down. Back to the 46. Corley will try it on the ground. Has a hole. Still on his feet and finally out of bounds. No scoring here in the third quarter. Still 31-14. BYU. Smith with his 7th reception. Third down, 19. Detmer dumps it off. A long way to run for Salito. And he's down at the 24 yards. Pressed into service, and he's played well. He was their defensive player of the game last week against Air Force. Carrancis sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Reason to be hungry. 3rd and 11. Carrancis thrown for a sack. BYU at the 26 of Wyoming. The Cougars lead by 17. Salito through the middle. Close to a first down. Chewy Pelotu. Inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Has really based his program. You know, everybody talks about the offense, but I tell you, defensively, they are tough. State Earl Bruce, and it appears like he's going to lose this ball game. Will finish in Hawaii, but he's going to have a bowl bid.
Detmer to Smith. That combination on target. 3rd down. 18 yards to go for a first down. Detmer wants more than that. Has a man open. Brent Nyberg inside the 5. Detmer's still in there, and he certainly patted them with that pass.
Well, it's a dash route to the left where you go back, set up to drop back, then you roll to the left, and he's coming all the way back to the deep post route to Brent Nyberg. And he just beats Ephraim Haymore and wide open. All the way down to about the 5-yard line.
This is where Ty Detmer was at the start of the day. 12th. And look at all of the terrific quarterbacks he has passed, including our friend and colleague Ben Bennett has come in. Some of the substitutes on offense playing, but here's Chewy Pelotu untouched into the end zone. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the day, and the route is on. It's now 44-14. Yesterday, I asked Ty Detmer how much thought he gives to the Heisman Trophy.
No, you know, we're worried about winning the conference championship, and the Heisman isn't a factor right now. You know, we've got to concern ourselves with winning the game, and the voters will take care of that. I don't have any control over that.
Well, he does have some control over the way the voters vote with his performance on the field, and his performance today has been most impressive. Looks like Ty is through for the day. He's done enough. Here in Laramie, BYU has run 2 plays on this possession. 2 running plays. They picked up 3 yards. Surprisingly, as far as I'm concerned, Ty Detmer is still in there. Washington did not help his cause with the 50 yards. We'll get back to the graphic in a moment. Evans' first play is a handoff to Stacy Corley. 484, the final yardage total today for Ty Detmer on 35 of 50 passing. Whack play with a 45-14 win over Wyoming.